I stand by the statement that there seems to be one standout show every season. The one show that everyone just raves about. It's a rarity in this world, but it happens like clockwork. Right now, Erased is the prom queen of the anime world, and it rightly deserves this title. Seriously, this show is one of my favorites of all time. I wholeheartedly recommend that everyone checks it out. If you want to hear more specifics, then continue to view this review. I'm Banana Owens, and this is an Otaku Youth Anime Review. Just to let you know, this review is going to be as spoiler-free as possible. So if you're worried that I will spoil something major, then don't worry about that. I'll just discuss the very basic setup of the plot and maybe some specifics from the very first episode. Erased tells the story of a 29-year-old manga artist with a powerful but mysterious ability. When tragedy is about to strike, Satoru is set back several minutes before the accident occurs. Over the years, Satoru has used this ability to save the lives of many people. However, tragedy manages to be personal, and Satoru's revival sends him back to his childhood. He realizes that this incident may be connected to a series of child murders that occurred while he was in elementary school, and this is his chance to change the future. The story follows Satoru as he tries to connect the pieces and figure out the identity of a serial killer. It plays like an anime version of the board game Clue. Various clues are presented and a variety of motives are questioned. The plot is an enthralling mystery as a result. The credit is largely due to the excellent pacing. Evidence is slowly dripped out as Satoru manages to connect the dots. Big reveals happen at times when they feel appropriate. Even the lighter scenes have an intended purpose and are not wasteful in any sense. This is a show that is not meant to be watched in one sitting. A majority of their entertainment comes from speculating about the circumstances regarding the murders. To put this point into perspective, almost every episode ends in a cliffhanger. Each cliffhanger serves the purpose to immediately create a multitude of fan theories and anticipation to see if the viewer could correctly guess what would happen next. After viewing an episode, I immediately conversed with a friend, and what followed was a whole week's worth of theories and speculation. This is a show that is meant to be talked about. Erased features some of the best characterization in any anime, which is especially true for the female characters. The female characters are the most fleshed out female characters that I have seen in an anime. Satoru's mother, Sachiko, is a top-tier anime mom. She is involved in her son's life and possesses a level of self-awareness that is a rarity in any anime. Sachiko is highly perceptive and readily observes anything out of the ordinary. Her interactions with another character, Kaio, showcase her aptitude as a mother perfectly. Sachiko is a standout character that she quickly became one of my favorite characters by the end of the first episode. Airi, a co-worker of Satoru, is the other female character that I would categorize as phenomenal. Initially, she appears as an airhead, but this judgment is quickly brushed aside. Airi is spunky and willing to take action relatively quickly. She is surprisingly mature for her age and possesses a similar morality to that of Sachiko. Although she has relatively little screen time, Airi managed to make a solid impact on the viewer. As for the main character, Satoru, he is interesting as well. He embodies a sort of helpful morality that causes him to go out of his way for others. It is sort of cliched at first, but after his revival to his childhood becomes an acceptable reality. At times, Satoru possesses a sort of ends justify the means mentality, shown by some potential actions as he tries to figure out how to change the future. Satoru is not perfect by any means, but embodies a very persistent attitude. At times his plans do fail, but he never manages to lose out hope that he can alter the future for the better. Another interesting aspect is his adoption of many childlike tendencies when he revives to his elementary school days. Overall, Satoru is a fascinating protagonist, but it is not the main draw of the series. The focus is largely on the other characters and on Satoru's attempt to figure out the mystery. The animation of Erased is a masterpiece of stylistic choices. The scenes that take place in the present are animated in a normal aspect ratio. However, the scenes in the past are given a cinematic look by the addition of black bars for these shots. At times, it feels like an animated movie that has been split into normal episode lengths. The backgrounds and framing of certain scenes are the main driving force of the animation as well. Certain scenes possess a rather dark sense of beauty. Any scene involving Kaio in the park is framed to perfection. It would create a rather dreary wallpaper, but one that would be beautiful in its own sense. The character design could take some time to get used to, but I found that I was used to the look of the characters by the second episode. The animation for the characters is well done, with a highlight being the facial expressions. In this regard, Satoru's expressions are animated to perfection. Overall, the cinematic quality of the animation creates an animation style that is visually striking. The voice acting of this series is a highlight. Despite it being his first role, the voice actor for Satoru manages to give an absolutely astounding performance. Given his larger role in providing narration, this vocal performance needed to be great, and thankfully it is great. The rest of the vocal performances are similarly acted to perfection. As for the music of the series, it's appropriate for every situation. Given the rather dark tone of a variety of scenes, the music is mostly moody. Given that the story is a mystery, this dark music provides the necessary ambiance. The opening song is a little out of place, but it's pretty good. I can never get tired of Asian Kung Fu Generation. So overall, the sound quality is great for this show. The voice acting is phenomenal, but the music's just okay. Everyone needs to watch this show. It is an absolute masterpiece. The story features an interesting time travel mechanic, but it's mostly a mystery thriller. Every episode is entertaining, and features a great cast of characters as the mystery is slowly put together. The animation gives a cinematic look that presents this series as a movie of sorts. The vocal performances are also outstanding. I give Erased my banana-owned stamp of approval. It quickly has become one of my favorite shows. I recommend that future viewers space out their watch of this series, though. There is much to be gained by the feeling of suspense, especially if a friend can be convinced to watch as well. Thanks for checking out this review, and I'll be back next week for another anime feature.